teams off of wins on the road, the Bulls at Cleveland and the Spurs at Minnesota. Now let's go to Ray Clay for the introduction to the starting lineups.
Ladies and gentlemen, the Chicago Bulls welcome the world's greatest fans to the Chicago Stadium. Tonight's game is between the San Antonio Spurs and your Chicago Bulls. And now for tonight's lineups. First for the visiting San Antonio Spurs. At forward from DePaul, 6'9", Terry Cummings. A 6'8" forward from Arizona, Sean Elliott. At center, 7'1" from Navy, David Robinson. And one guard from DePaul, 6'3", Rod Strickland. And the other guard, 6'8", from Georgia, Willie Anderson. San Antonio Spurs.
And the Spurs are coached by Larry Brown. Said for 2 years now they've had guys who don't accept roles, and he says he is pretty sure that that is a problem with this team. The lights are going out at the loudest arena in the NBA. Now let's meet the starters for the Bulls.
Chicago Bulls! And forward from Clemson, 6'10", Horace Grant. A 6'7" forward from Central Arkansas, Scottie Pippen. The man in the middle from San Francisco, 7'1", Bill Cartwright. A 6'2" guard from Notre Dame, John Paxson. From North Carolina, at guard, 6'6", Michael Jordan.
Head coach for the Chicago Bulls, none other than Phil Jackson, got win number 200 in the regular season last night. Talks about the Western Conference, says he thinks the scores are a little higher, ball possession not as evident, and not quite as physical as it is in the Eastern Conference. Officials for tonight's game, Eddie Middleton, Jake O'Donnell, and Ron Olasek. Matchups for tonight, Cummings and Grant, Elliott, Pippen, Robinson and Cartwright in the middle, Strickland and Paxson, and Anderson and Jordan. The shootout, we call it tonight. Now, this is an interesting statistic. The Bulls lead the NBA in field goal percentage. They shoot about 51%. In fact, the only team above 50% in the NBA. The Spurs lead the NBA in holding teams' field goal percentage. Opponents shoot just 43% against the Spurs, so a good matchup, offense against defense tonight. Boy, the Bulls are awesome at home. Won the last 8 games at home, and obviously on a roll. David Robinson, the Admiral. Last year, San Antonio beat the Bulls in both games. Uh-oh. Not ready for this one.
Would like to thank the CTA for sponsoring today's promotion.
That brings you good luck, Tom. Maybe it does. Maybe that's been the key all this time. Tonight's overhead camera shot is brought to you by the Upper Deck Company. Nobody does basketball like the Upper Deck, and this is our Upper Deck trading card cam. Robinson set to jump. Bill Cartwright steps in. And we're set. Tip is controlled by San Antonio. Robinson got it with a quick tap. Gives it back to Strickland. He'll call out play number 4. Against Paxson. To the right wing. Finds Robinson. Gets it right back. Anderson, left wing. Curled out. And Paxson is there for the rebound. Pax pushes it, finds Pippen. Horace Grant, so consistent of late. Back to Pax, baseline, open, done. Bulls open up a 2-0 lead. Again, they call out play number 5. Anderson goes inside. Robinson against Cartwright. On the dribble. Backs in. Spins the hook. Michael was there, but Cummings gets the errant. Now puts it on the floor. Gives it back. Sean Elliott. Back to Cummings. 14 on the shot clock. 2-0 Bulls. The drive. Cummings reverse, and it's 2. And Michael got hit in the eye.
22nd timeout. Michael really got blasted as Terry Cummings went underneath on the shot.
Bulls trainer Chip Schaefer runs out to take a look at the Bulls All-Star. We've got 10 minutes and 50 seconds left here in the first period. We're tied at 2. Johnny, what happened?
Well, we'll take a look from the up top. Let's see. Jordan comes in. Scotty catches him right across the nose of the eye. So they'll take a full timeout.
This season when the Bulls...
And we'll take it. 10:50 left in the first. 2-2.
Lottery. Details up on the scoreboard.
The storm continues tonight. The National Weather Bureau reports winds whipping up to 35 miles per hour with snow drifting in some parts up to 4 feet. Meanwhile, over at the stadium earlier, the Bulls were victorious 122-109. Michael Jordan leading all scores with 37 and basketball scores around the country.
Forget the limits of ordinary basketball shoes. You've entered the weightless environment of the Nike Flight Dimension. Examine, if you will, Scottie Pippen, about to discover the power of his Nike Air Flight shoes by way of a time warp. And so, the laws of ordinary basketball are rewritten in the higher court of the Flight Dimension.
Son, you could make hundreds of dollars a year in professional basketball.
Dr. John Heffron looking at Michael underneath the eye, and what happened is Terry Cummings drove for the basket. Scotty was coming in. Michael's going to come in to try to block the shot. He takes off, and Scotty catches him inadvertently with an elbow right below the eye. So Bobby Hansen comes in for Michael Jordan.
All right, Paxson brings it up for the Bulls. Gives it on top to Scottie Pippen. Inside it'll go to Cartwright. Bill spins the left-handed hook. A little short. And Strickland has it on the dribble. Cummings driving. Hook shot. And Horace is there for the rebound. Kicks it out to Pippen. Bulls on the run. Now Pippen slows it down. Finds Hansen inside. Cartwright knocked out of bounds with a long to the Bulls.
So the Bulls would like to still stay with this up-tempo. They missed the shot. The Bulls want to get down and try to get it in to the hole before David Robinson gets back.
10:22 left. First period. Bobby Hansen in. Grant takes it from the baseline. Pippen is there. Quick shot. Anderson with the block. Tries to spin, but Pippen was right there. Still tied at 2. 10 minutes, 10 seconds left in the first period. Drive. Back to Cummings. He lost it. Loose ball. Pippen tips it. Hansen tipped it. And Grant got it. Pippen on the run. The lob. Grant tipped it.
Well, I'll tell you what, they were back with him on that play. Sean Elliott got back with Scottie Pippen, but Horace Grant came in and really made sure it went down.
Strickland on the dribble against Paxson. 4-2 Bulls. Baseline inside. Reverse again.
You better make Strickland shoot. He's a 47% shooter. He doesn't have good moves going to the hoop, but if you play him tight, he'll find the open man.
Pax Looks inside, finds Cartwright at the free throw line. Backdoor pass goes to Pippen, out of bounds, and it will belong to the Bulls.
Homecoming TC, Terry Cummings, last 5 games, 16.6. Strickland, 16.7 in his last 6 games. And Michael Jordan streaks to the scorer's bench, so the Blue Demons coming home. Bobby Hansen sits down, Jordan back. Good news for the Bull fans.
14 on the shot clock. Looking for the man to get open for the inbound. Right back to Pippen. Takes it home. Sidney Green checked in. 6'9" forward out of UNLV. Bulls lead it 6-4. 9 minutes, 11 seconds left in the first.
David Robinson out. I don't understand unless he's hurt.
Strickland in the lane with the left-hander. And Cummings with the offensive rebound. Anderson top of the circle for a 2. Hard off the glass, but there to get it is Cummings, and he lays it in.
Cannot control the board. They're getting their hand on every ball, and Cummings comes up with his 6th point.
He's got all of them for San Antonio. Tied at 6. Green knocks it away, but Pippen comes right back on the attack. Paxson comes off the screen. Cartwright, open baseline. Takes it from 12 feet. Anderson is there. Gets it out to Strickland. 6-6 now. We're tied in the early going. Green baseline jump shot is good.
You can play him. You must make him drive. You must make Sidney Green drive. He can flat out shoot against a center that doesn't come out on him.
Spurs up by a pair now. Cummings with the foul as he pushed against Horace Grant. His first in the first team foul.
34, Terry Cummings.
Larry Brown, 153 wins, 129 losses with this ball club.
Stacey King will check in now with the smaller lineup for San Antonio as Bill Cartwright checks out.
One thing I could think of, if he's not hurt, that Larry Brown is trying to save him for all 24 minutes of the second half.
San Antonio 4 of 10, the Bulls 3 of 9 now with a miss. Horace fought for the rebound. King got it and stripped away. San Antonio on the run. Strickland. Inside it goes. Lost it. But they'll get it back. No! Stepped on the baseline. Bulls ball. Sean Elliott came up with it, but it went out of bounds. Michael Jordan went out for a time. He is back in now. Horace looks for the back door. Inside, Stacey King. Had it stripped away. King goes down. Second turnover now as the ball is going to go out of bounds. It belonged to the Bulls.
That's the second time Stacey tried to take it to the hoop. He came up with error. So Terry Cummings with all 6 points. Or 6 points, and Sidney Green with a deuce out of the corner for them.
8-6 now in favor of the Spurs. Paxson on top from Michael to Pippen. MJ gets it back. Elliott picks him up defensively with Anderson on Pippen. Michael fakes the shot. Almost lost his balance. Goes to Pippen. Shot clock at 5. Pippen hit it. Pippen with 4 points now. And we're tied at 8. Strickland against Pax as he brings it up. Goes to Cummings. 7 minutes, 10 seconds left first period. On the drive. Spins back. Anderson fakes the shot, now puts it up, and it's short. Grant gets it out to Michael. Bulls taking their time now. Jordan fakes the drive. Backs out and sets up the offense. Inside, Horace, open slam.
Beautiful work by Michael Jordan.
Led Grant to the bucket. Strickland off the screen from Anderson. 10-8 now, Bulls in the lead. Paxson there defensively falls down. Green fade away, and he's got 4. And we're tied at 10. Michael, double team. Escapes, fade away. And Stacey King there, and he is fouled. Sidney Green reached out for the hold. Here comes Robinson again.
Robinson comes in for Terry Cummings. Antoine Carr. Bill Cartwright coming back in. Antoine Carr and Cliff Livingston wreaked havoc with Wichita State, didn't they?
They were quite a team. Cartwright back in for the Bulls as Horace Grant sits down. Michael, right wing, fakes the the baseline. On the drive. Hit it. Michael from 12. Drove a couple steps, saw he was open and hits it. And it's 12-10 now. Bulls in the lead.
All the way. All the way.
Strickland on the dribble. Gets it to Anderson. Back to Strickland. Across the court, and Stacey King tips it out of bounds. It'll belong to the Spurs with now 9 on the shot clock. Willie Anderson will trigger it in. Goes to Carr. Pippen right there. Carr off the screen. Fakes it again. Puts it up. The ball is tipped. And Strickland finally there. He'll drive. High. Archer is good. Strickland with 4. And it's tied at 12. Max drives. Kicks back to Pippen. Fakes. Right baseline. And he's missed 2 from there.
Well, you got to make them. You're wide open. You got to make those shots from there.
Elliott baseline. Hits it. And it's 14-12 in favor of the Spurs. Elliott with his first 2. And Strickland with 2 each now. Change the scoring. Pippen on the drive. In the lane. Dishes off. Out of bounds. But Cartwright had sealed.
Intimidation, Robinson. Bulls have not seen this team since mid last year.
Sean Elliott goes to Strickland. Will Purdue set to check in. Get some cheers from the crowd. Strickland. Back to Anderson on the drive against Michael. And before a walk. Traveling call against Willie Anderson. And here comes Purdue.
We played the game last year in San Antonio. The Bulls played everybody tight on that team. They drove the Bulls nuts going to the basket. Rod Strickland does not have the moves to beat you to the basket. You got to make him. I mean, he doesn't have the range to shoot from the outside. He can beat you to the basket. You've got to make him shoot. He's only got 2 3-point attempts. He's made 1 from way out. He doesn't like to shoot there.
Pippen looks to come off the screen and now does. Finds Purdue inside. Takes it hard. Partially blocked. Got it back. Strickland fell down, taking it away. Goes to Anderson. They're on the run. Fake the shot. Back on top. Strickland on the drive. In the lane. Into the baseline. It'll go for Anderson. And he got it. Willie Anderson hits 2, and it's 16-12 Spurs now. Purdue on the top. Takes the dribble. Now it's stripped away. Strickland's in a foot race. Drives. Blocked by Pippen. Carr backs in. Lost it in a foul called on Scottie Pippen. But the crowd loved the block, Johnny.
Well, they did like the block as he got down on Strickland. He went up in the air. Scottie made him eat the ball, but coming back, he couldn't control it. The Bulls, there's a timeout call.
3 minutes, 56 seconds left in the first. Spurs up by 4.
At Northwest Airlines, we've seen what business flyers will go through to avoid waiting in line. So we're introducing fast-track service between Chicago and the Twin Cities. If you're a full-fare business flyer, just call 1-800-NWA-FAST. Your ticket will be waiting at our express counter. You'll never go back to a regular ticket line again. Northwest's fast-track service between Chicago O'Hare and the Twin Cities. It's about time.
The frightening implication is boxing doesn't have to be honest. Anyone with nostrils can smell the stench. Mariotti. I read some time ago that horse racing was slipping. What a crock. Feldman. Chicago wins with miracles today, not muscle. Sans. If you like your sports tough, uncompromising, this is your kind of paper. #1 in Chicago. The Chicago Sun-Times. Sports with an attitude.
Sold.
Let's say you bought a painting. Let's say Van Gogh's sunflowers. Let's say you used the Discover card. You'd have a little money coming back. Because with the Discover card, every single charge earns an annual cashback bonus.
Nice.
It pays to Discover, the card that pays you back.
This copyright program is presented by the authority of the National Basketball Association and the Chicago Bulls. It is intended solely for the private, non-commercial use of our audience. Any publication, reproduction, retransmission, or other use of the pictures, descriptions, and accounts of this game without the express written permission of the NBA, the Chicago Bulls, and Sports Channel is prohibited.
B.J. Armstrong in the ball game.
Horace Grant and B.J. Armstrong check in. So it's Armstrong, Jordan, Pippen, Grant, and Purdue. Anderson with a lob pass, and Will Purdue takes it away. Head to Michael. He's been fairly quiet. Stops.
Hit in the arm.
Purdue had the rebound. Tipped away from behind.
Michael got hit in the arm on the shot. It came off short. Will was trying to make his move before he grabbed the ball. And they knocked it out of bounds. Bulls trail by 4, 16-12, 3:45 in the first.
Look to trigger the inbound and find Michael. BJ open right side. Fakes it. Draws the defense. Fires. Curled out. And Robinson is there. Gets it out to Strickland. On the run. Elliott drives. Now backs it out. Baseline right. Antoine Carr hits it.
Everybody in this game has scored for them except the Admiral.
Michael with a lob. Very high. Caught it. Purdue from 15. Hit it.
Good save by Michael. Will recovers. Hits the shot. Good work.
And make it 18-14 Spurs now. Purdue with his first two. Strickland against B.J. Armstrong. Morris comes out to help. Lost it. Goes to Carr, who backs in. To Robinson. Puts it up, and he's fouled by Will Purdue.
Chicago personal.
His first second team foul. Greg Sutton will check in as Strickland comes out.
Antonio replacing Rod Strickland.
And Robinson to the free throw line.
David Robinson at the line. He shoots 2.
72% free throw shooter from the line.
Hits it. January 25th, the Bulls take on the Rockets. It's True Value Hardware Neon Hat Night. First 10,000 fans get a Bulls neon hat. Compliments of True Value Hardware. Count them for David Robinson, and now it's 20-14 in favor of the Spurs. BJ on the dribble. Looks inside for Michael. To Purdue. On top, Pippen. Bulls quick reverse, and a blocking foul on Anderson. No question as he came across. And that's a good call. He got his forearm out.
Willie Anderson. You could hear Jake O'Donnell all over here. He got that forearm out.
Pippen goes on top for BJ. Fresh 24 on the shot clock. Purdue takes it and gives it right back. BJ off the next screen. Now will fire and hit it over Carr. B.J. Armstrong with his first two, and it's 20-16 Spurs now. Sutton. The screen again from Carr. Gets it to Anderson. Baseline. Sean Elliott hit it. He's got 4 points now. It's 22-16. Bulls trying to run down the floor. 2 minutes left in the first. BJ goes inside for Horace Grant. Robinson right there. To Purdue in the lane. He's got 4.
Bring the big guy from the other side. That was a case of David Robinson really playing Grant tight in the post. And Will came around from the weak side, hit the little J. He's got 2 from there.
And it's 22-18 now Spurs. Minute 35 left in the first. Sutton picks up his dribble. Goes to Carr. Robinson against Purdue. He'll shoot it from there and hit it. Robinson's got 4 now. And 24-18. Let's go inside to Grant. Michael looked to Pippen. Now drives. Stops. Fall away. Good. MJ with 4, and it's 24-20 in favor of the Spurs. Minute left in the first period. Sutton off the screen from Carr. Drives. Kicks it out. BJ's there. Pulls on the run. BJ looks down the floor. Trying to find the open man. Goes to Pippen. Baseline to Michael. Comes off the screen from Grant. Over Robinson. And Purdue fought for it and didn't see it as Carr got it. To Elliott on the right wing. Shot clock at 16:15. Sutton from long range got the three.
Yeah, he started to drive, put it down once, bam, hit the three.
And it's 27-20. Pippen back to Grant for the slam.
Robinson hits the deck, and Grant gets the deuce.
Morris with 6 points now, and it's 27-22 Spurs. 24-second shot clock is off. That's what's left in the first period, and a 5-point San Antonio lead. On the dribble, Sean Elliott against Scottie Pippen. Takes the drive, goes to Green. He lost it. Gets it back. Three off balance. Goes over the top of the backboard. We've got a second and a half left here in the first period.
This is a play they practice. Will says, hold it, give me the ball. They like to throw down a lob to Jordan, but Robinson is back, roaming in the middle. 1.5 seconds.
27-22. Lob pass goes to the corner. Robinson is there. Grant tipped it back to Robinson, and we have played one period here at the stadium in Chicago. San Antonio leads the Bulls by 5.
Toyota stack up this year? Anything they can do, we can do better.
Can we deliver? Yes, we can.
More reliability?
Yes, we can.
More safety?
Yes, we can.
Best price?
Yes, we can.
Delivering the quality Middle America wants make Toyota the #1 selling import car, and we'll stay #1 by giving you the deal you want.
No way.
Oh, yes, we can. You can't do any better than Toyota.
Can we deliver?
See your Toyota dealer today and find out.
Yes, we can.
Bowl 4 is right around the corner. And if you have a ticket, you can win $1 million cash.
I get movie tickets, I get concert tickets, I get a speeding ticket. Will I get a Bud Bowl ticket?
You'll find your ticket where you buy Budweiser, Bud Light, and Bud Dry Draft beer.
You're kidding.
I'm not kidding. What are you waiting for?
I'm going.
Pick up your ticket at a participating store, and you just might be a winner.
Bud Bowl 4. This time it's for $1 million.
Monday's girl is fine and hip. And this S-curl style says my hair is whipped. Wednesday's girl, I can persuade. With this look, I know my hair is laid. With S-curl style, I'm good to go. And Friday's girl lets me know. Sunday's girl is the best. She makes
him forget all the rest.
For smooth styles, S-curls going on. For the man's look.
Drive home today in a top-quality used car from Rollin' Wheels, 5801 Southwestern Avenue, Chicago, where everybody drives regardless of credit with a good down payment. Rollin' Wheels stocks nearly 200 top-quality trades ready for immediate delivery. And when you drive a Rollin' Wheels car, you know you've paid the right price. Rollin' Wheels, your credit connection, 5801 Southwestern Avenue, Chicago. Remember, at Rollin' Wheels, you save more bucks.
The Admiral, David Robinson, and the Spurs lead this one by 5 as we go to the second period. Very dominating player, Red.
Absolutely. Never missed a game. Scored in double figures, 198 games. He's got 19 franchise records to throw in.
Very consistent. Scoring, rebounding. Paul Pressey has checked into the lineup. And Strickland is back in for San Antonio. 5-point lead for the Spurs. Grant. BJ looks inside for Michael. Posted up against Pressey. Can't find him. Jordan on top. Found it out. Strickland is there. He brings it on the run. They go to Carr. Will Purdue is guarding him. Carr fakes it. Fakes again. In the lane. Purdue is there. Kicks it out. Bulls on the run now. BJ's got Michael and Scotty. Goes to Pippen. It's deflected. He's still right there.
Great reactions by Scottie Pippen to pick that up off the floor and put it in the hole. Bulls trail by 3.
27-24. Pippen with 6 now. Strickland in the lane. Let's fly. Robinson tipped it. It's tipped again. Tipped again. Horace was fighting with Purdue, but now Pippen's got it. Finds BJ. Back to Pippen inside. Purdue is fouled by Paul Pressey. Let's get a first quarter scoring summary now. Bulls 11 of 23, Spurs 12 of 23. Spurs lead the rebound battle by 3. 6 turnovers in the first period for the Bulls, 5 for San Antonio, each team with a couple points off those.
Well, the Bulls forced the ball down court after that turnover that time, trying to get it down before Robinson could get back. He got back slowly, and Paul Pressey picked up the foul as Will Purdue now has 5 points in the game. Scott Williams in for Horace Grant.
Sports Channel like to take this opportunity to welcome our affiliate Continental Cablevision and all the subscribers in Elmhurst, Illinois. Will Purdue's got one more. Harden Robinson has it. 2 points Spurs lead, 27-25, 10:55 left first half. Robinson way out. Right wing, jump shot on the way. Michael runs into Scott Williams, still hangs on. Tongue out, now he ran into Pippen. Inside Williams. Back to Pippen. Check that to Jordan. Michael backs it up. Shot clock at 12, 11, 10. Williams finds BJ, but he stepped out.
BJ ran out of bounds down the baseline. I don't know if they just muscled him out there, but you got to look to be open to get a pass back. You better be in bounds.
Terry Cummins is in. Antoine Carr checks out. Pressey against Michael. Bulls coaches calling for the double team. Pressey at the free throw line. Leaped and shot, not good. Puts it up. Fight for the rebound. And Williams tapped it out of bounds. Our next TV game here on Sports Channel comes your way on Tuesday night, 7:30. Phoenix Suns, Cotton Fitzsimmons and Kevin Johnson come to town to take on the Bulls. Tuesday night, 7:30, right here on Sports Channel. Robinson takes the inbound pass. Fresh 24 on the shot clock. Baseline, it's Elliott. Off the screen. He'll fire from 15. And Purdue there for another rebound. 27-25, just less than 10 minutes left here in the first half. Michael on top for Pippen. Scotty off the screen. Drives the baseline. Fakes the shot. Now he'll put it up. And Robinson there for another. 2-point lead still intact for the Spurs. 9 minutes, 38 seconds left in the first half. Pressey from the baseline. And Robinson there for the tap, but he's fouled. Will Purdue will pick up his second.
What a threat that is if you go to leave your man to try to help out on the boards and don't get the rebound, to have Robinson standing directly underneath.
Cliff Levingston will check in for the Bulls.
Robinson to the line. He shoots 2.
Nothing out of 7 as the free throw goes in for the Spurs. Here comes Cliff Levingston. And Donald Royal out of Notre Dame checks in. And Elliott sits down. Scottie Pippen out for the Bulls. Purdue picks up the rebound. The Bulls are down by 3, 28-25. Levingston has it. Inside for Michael, and he's fouled by Paul Pressey.
Paul Pressey, familiar face when he was with the Milwaukee Bucks. Picks up his second, team second.
And Cliff Levingston will trigger. Gets it in, but Cummings is there to take it away. He stepped on the sideline. It'll belong to the Bulls. And Vinnie Johnson, the microwave, set to check in.
Hey, the microwave. My buddy, did ever tell you about Stinky Fryer, about the microwave problem?
But it's Stinky Fryer.
Stinky Fryer crossed his microwave with his VCR, and he watched the Windsor War in 6 minutes. Here comes to my, look at this. They say he weighs 200 pounds, but Vinny looks different, doesn't he, in a Spurs outfit? Looks heavier. Must be the uniform.
Livingston inside for Purdue. Robinson tried to knock it away. BJ comes off the screen.
Get out, Will. Clear out. And Robinson stays.
And gets the ball. The pass inside for Livingston didn't make it. Strickland on the drive. Right side, Pressey for three. And Scott Williams takes the tap. Bulls on the run now. BJ decides to slow it down. It's on top for Michael. Scott Williams gives it back. Comes off the screen. BJ again back to Michael. Open for a three.
Bang. Ring it up. MJ with the three. Got 13 now on the season.
And we're tied at 28 with 8 minutes, 25 seconds left first half. Strickland to Robinson, who went through the basket, and he's fouled.
I don't understand why they don't play behind that screen. I know you do it all year. You teach guys to play it one way. But you get behind that screen, you're going to make Strickland be the scorer from the outside. Not let Robinson go down the middle, go to the hoop, get your big guys in foul trouble. You're going to need those big guys. Will's got 2 already.
Johnny, this guy is in the top 7 in 4 categories. Blocks, rebounds, points, and field goals. Almost 57% as Purdue gets the rebound. Out to BJ. Now decides to slow it up. Finds Livingston, who, by the way, picked up the foul. MJ to BJ Armstrong. Inside Scott Williams against Cummings. Kicks it back. Shot clock at 8, at 7. BJ back inside Scott Williams on the drive. Fakes, puts it in.
Yeah, good job. He got Robinson up in the air that time. Scotty Williams, the bench playing well here. 7 points off the bench, 5 by Will.
And the Bulls have taken the lead, 30-28. 7:43 left first half. Johnson goes to Royal, who will drive, and Michael will be called for the foul. Crowd didn't like it, neither did MJ.
Boy, he came away with the ball going the other way. Here's Donald Royals coming out hard. Whoa, he had a little hand in there, but he certainly...
Bobby Hansen will check back in.
So Royal will shoot 2.
About 6 points a game as he hits the first. There's Bobby as Michael will check out.
Michael Jordan.
Royals got one more. Bulls with a 1-point lead. He's trying to tie it up and can as Purdue is there again for the rebound. Purdue with his 4th rebound. Hansen on top. Goes to Purdue. Robinson right there reaches in. Outscored the Spurs 8-2. The Bulls on a run now in the last 4:20. Purdue in the lane.
Yeah, big Will.
Had to change and still hit it. Make it 32-29. Bulls in the lead. Cummings fakes the pass. Drives against Williams. It's blocked, but a foul called on Scott Williams.
Chicago personal foul, 42, Scott Williams.
His first and the 4th team foul.
Let's take a look at that Will Purdue basket. He hit 2 jumpers right about from where he is. He took 1 step in, underhanded it off the glass and in. Beautiful work.
Terry Cummings to the line. He shoots 2.
Terry Cummings will have a pair. Sidney Green set to check back in. They'll have one more, and the Bulls want a timeout. 7 minutes, 2 seconds left, first half. The Bulls lead the Spurs by 2.
Not many things are more Chicago than United, but there are a few. City's hometown airline. Come fly the friendly skies.
When everyday things keep you away.
You're never out of reach with Ameritech Mobile. So when someone's counting on you, count on us.
You touch me in ways that you never may see.
Ameritech Mobile.
Home fires can start in any room. So protect your home with the twin pack of First Alert Family Guard smoke detectors from True Value hardware stores. Put one on every level of your home. Each alarm comes with a 9-volt battery and a 30-day low battery signal. Get the twin pack of First Alert Family Guard smoke detectors for just $9.77 while supplies last. At True Value, the neighborhood hardware stores with national chain store buying power.
January 21st, when the Suns come to town, it's Miller Genuine Draft Hat Night. First 10,000 fans 21 and older receive a Bulls zebra hat, compliments of Miller Genuine Draft. 7 minutes, 2 seconds left in the first half here, and the Bulls lead the San Antonio Spurs 32-30, along with the big redhead, Johnny Kerr. I'm Tom Dorr, Jim Angiu, our producer-director. Bulls take on the Spurs.
Yeah, Bulls are pitching a shutout here from the field. San Antonio 0 for 8. The Bulls 4 out of 6, and free throws have been the only thing that has scored for the Spurs. Terry Cummings has one more.
Will Purdue is out.
Will did a good job. I'll tell you, he's going to be a big factor against Robinson.
Second one for Cummings banks home. Look at a halftime score in the NBA. Tie Boston and Philadelphia. Let's get one more. Indianapolis leads Orlando by 4 ahead. Hansen, Scott Williams faked the pass, and it's tipped away, and they say it went off BJ and will belong to San Antonio.
Strickland took the shortcut out to the passing lane, didn't go out with BJ, and just distracted the ball enough so it went off BJ and out of bounds. So the Bulls still cling to that 1-point lead.
9th Bull turnover, 6 for the Spurs. Strickland backs in. Benny Johnson there. Inside. Green baseline jumper is good. And Sidney Green puts the Spurs back up by 1. Williams. Livingston hooks inside for Grant. Now he gets it against Cummings. Faked one-way spin, and he's fouled. Royal will pick this one up.
Horace made the spin on Terry Cummings, and as he went underneath, Royal grabbed him, commits the foul. So Horace a chance to get the lead back for the Bulls.
And it's 33-32 Spurs. 6 minutes, 16 seconds left first half. Bounces in. Leading rebounder last 4 games and 25 of the 36 this year. Horace Grant, we mentioned, up for nomination at least to the All-Star game last night. 12-12 against the Cavs. Bulls back up 34-33 now. Strickland takes the inbound pass. Bulls in the press now. Benny Johnson gives it back, and Royal lays it in. Royal puts the Spurs back up by 1, 35-34. 6 minutes left first half. Williams on the drive, kicks it back to Livingston. Inside, Cummings right there. Looks down the floor, finds Strickland. Back to Cummings in the lane. High archer is good for Terry Cummings. 37-34 now, Spurs in the lead. Williams on the right wing. Livingston against Royal, and a holding foul on Royal. That's his second, 4th team foul. So Royal's second now, team's 4th with 5:27 left. Pippen checks in, Cliff Livingston comes out for San Antonio. Willie Anderson in and Royal out.
14 points off the bench for them. A good job. Pippen. Here comes Craig Hodges in for B.J. Armstrong.
And Pippen looks inside for Scott Williams. Hansen off the screen with Strickland on him. Picked up his dribbles. Got to find somebody open. Lob to Pippen, lays it in. It's a 1-point Spurs lead now. 37-36. 5 minutes left here in the first half. On the drive, throws it up. Williams has it. Kicks it out to Hansen. Bulls running down the floor. Baseline. Hodges, open three.
Yes, sir. Doesn't get many of them. That's his 6th this season.
And the Bulls are back up by 2, 39-37. 4:35 left, first half, as Anderson has it on the dribble. Finds Johnson. And he's been quiet. Stops against Hansen and hits it. Vinnie Johnson ties it up at 39. Hodges calls the play. Screen for Hansen. Inside Horace Grant. Cummings reached in and will pick up the personal foul. They'll call him on the arm. His second 15 foul. So the Bulls in the penalty. Larry Brown out directing traffic, and Horace Grant will get a pair.
Horace going for the 9 and 10 points of the night for him.
Number 9 is good. And the Bulls back up.
You don't get to the foul line against this club that often, and the only other guy that's been there has been Will Perdue.
Bulls change now as Pippen comes out and Bobby Hansen checks in. At the free throw area. Horace with his second. Got them both. And it's 41-39, Bulls in the lead. Strickland. For the open man, finds Cumming, baseline, Green. Strickland against Hansen. Now Green will fire and hit. Sidney Green with 2 more, and we're tied at 41 now. Cummings out to double team. Hodges open, top of the circle. He's got 2 in a row. 5 points for Craig Hodges, and the Bulls back up by 2. Johnson. Hansen right there in his face. Now they're going to clear it out. Vinny fade away, and he's got 2 in a row. Vinny Johnson ties it up at 43. Will Perdue set to check in for the Bulls. Michael also walks down the scoring table. Shot clock at 13, and Hodges has it stripped away. Here goes Strickland. Hodges runs hard. Strickland lays it in.
And the basket. He went right. He stepped out and stole 2 balls in the passing lane, and they insist on trying to hit that man coming around, not to see if he's clear. They know that's like painting by the numbers. Here he goes. He's trying to get a handle on the ball to get it in. Craig Hodges goes to take the foul. He reaches in, but he doesn't take the shot away, and Strickland makes the basket.
So the Spurs up by 2 now, looking to go up by more.
That's Strickland's first basket.
Second one, check that. The free throw is good. Spurs lead it by 3 now. 46-43. Just under 3 minutes left in the first half. Hodges gets it back from Perdue. He'll drive in, and it came out. Phil Jackson wanted goaltending.
Down. Jake went down.
Vinnie Johnson on the drive. Picks up his dribble. Now falls down, throws it away, and it'll belong to the Bulls. Well, we got a timeout on the floor. Jake with a big smile. 2:37 left. Spurs lead it by 3.
Pardon me. I'm sorry. Excuse me.
Have you heard of Smith Auto Sounds?
Smith Alarms now offers audio sales and installation. Whether you're an easy music listener or a music fanatic, We have a stereo system to fit your needs and budget. Brand names like
Sony, Hyphonic, Pioneer, LA Sound, Kicker, Volcano, and more.
Smith Auto Alarms, 375-2333 or 779-8800. Call for your free estimate.
In a competitive market, go with the leader. Lexus of Orland is Chicagoland's leader. See why Lexus outsold all import rivals last year. Lexus of Orland will give you options, like the exquisite luxury of the 1992 LS 400, or the pure excitement of the all-new Lexus SC 400 Performance Coupe. Come to Lexus of Orland and see why Lexus of Orland is Chicagoland's premier Lexus dealer. Lexus of Orland on 159th Street in Tinley Park.
Stadium in Chicago. It will be halftime very soon, and Steve Cashel will be here with the Sports Channel report. He'll have the NBA scoreboard, halftime highlights, and also an all-star update for the NBA. All that coming up with Steve Cashel here at the stadium at halftime. 2 minutes, 37 seconds left in the first half. The Spurs lead the Bulls by 3.
They certainly have limited the Bulls from the field.
San Antonio 7 of 16 this quarter. The Bulls 7 of 10.
Remember, they came out 0 for 8. So they've hit 7 out of their last 8 shots.
And Michael back in, has it on the dribble. Full pressure. Vinnie Johnson will guard Michael now. Pippen back to MJ. Pippen cut through the middle. David Robinson back in. Hodges another 3. Purdue with a rebound. Kicks it out to Michael. MJ on top for Hodges to Pippen. Looks for the opening. He's against Elliott. Shot clock at 10. Michael double team. Inside Grant lays it up. Purdue with the tip. And finally it's picked up by the Spurs. Johnson on the drive. Cut off. Baseline. Green hit again.
Green hasn't missed. He's got 10 points in the game.
And it's 48-43 now in favor of the Spurs. Less than 2 minutes to go. Michael on the back door, lost it. Vinnie Johnson on the dribble. Finds Strickland, who drives. He lost it, but kicks it back, and Green has it. Robinson to Elliott. He'll set the screen. Elliott top of the circle. Open again, same spot. This time it's an air ball from Sidney Green.
That's maybe a little bit beyond his range.
Pippen faked the 3, didn't take it. He wanted it. Now comes off the screen, top of the circle. And Strickland with the rebound, and Pippen reached in and picked up the foul.
They go to the line. Pip on his second foul. The Bulls shooting not very good here against this ball club, and of course the presence of Robinson. But I thought when Robinson was out, and I think Larry Brown has done a great job of utilizing his bench, so he's got those starters going in the second half.
Strickland at the line, he shoots 2.
So Strickland with a pair. 1:09 left first half, and Strickland hits the first. He's got one more. 49-43, Spurs in the lead here. Closing in on halftime. Just about a minute left in the first half. Jordan and illegal. So the Spurs with the warning. And we've got exactly 1 minute left, and the 24-second shot clock will be reset.
Michael Jordan has 7 points in a game. One is a 3-point field goal. Big presence under the basket.
Morris drove. Hodges fade away. And Robinson's there for the board. Less than a minute now. 50-43 Spurs in the lead. Robinson finds Pressey. Green fakes it against Will Purdue. Now backs in. Fade away. High and in. Sidney Green.
Yes, well.
And it's 52-43 Spurs now. Michael. Double team. Inside. And a foul called as Grant went up.
Might be Robinson's first or Green. We'll take a look under. It is. Sidney Green. Second. Jordan finds a man wide open underneath. Pounds it down to him as Horace tries to collect and go up. He gets hit by Sidney Green. So Horace Grant, the only guy that's really been successful to get to the free throw line here.
Bobby Hansen will check in. Here comes Anderson and Strickland. Scott Williams. Morant's free throw is good. Hansen in. Craig Hodges out. Anderson and Strickland in. There's Green. For the Spurs. So 52-44 now. Spurs in the lead. Just over 25 and a half left. 25 and a half seconds left here in the first half. Second one, the high arcer is good. The Bulls with some pressure now. 52-45. Robinson takes the inbound pass. Goes back to Anderson. They'll come across double team. Robinson handles it, drives, gives it back to Strickland. Shot clock at 12, at 11, at 10. Strickland. As Pippen comes out to double team, looks in, finds Robinson for the slam. Bulls on the run now. Pippen off the screen, fakes, fires a three, and a tip is no good. No good by Grant. They say the tip came after the buzzer to end the first half. We played one half here at the stadium in Chicago. The San Antonio Spurs lead the Bulls 54-45. Now let's go to Steve Cashel here in the arena. Steve?
All right, Tom Dore, thanks a lot. Good physical half of basketball. Coming up at halftime now, Jim Blaney's going to get you caught up on all the NBA scores. We're going to show you first half highlights from this one between the Bulls and Spurs. And I'm going to have a talk with Craig Hodges, talking about how he's going to defend.
Bulls and the Spurs lead at 54-45 as we get set for half number 2. Along with Johnny Redker, I'm Tom Dore, our producer-director Jim Angio. And the Bulls down by 9. A bullish week, very tough week for the Chicago Bulls. 17th tonight against San Antonio. Twice against Detroit, the 19th and the 24th. The 21st against Phoenix, 22nd at Charlotte, 25th home against Houston. And a very difficult week for the Bulls. Not only a lot of games, but very, very tough opponents, Red.
Absolutely. Teams that we mentioned before have won over 20 games outside of the Charlotte ball club. Well, the Bulls have their work cut out for them. They've got a great home record here, 17-2. They've got 7 in a row. They've got a team that they're playing against here is 6-4 in their last 10 games. The Bulls 9-1 in their last 10. 10-10 on the road for San Antonio. So the Bulls crowd starting to get their hands together and try to urge their heroes on.
All right, we're underway here in the third period. Spurs lead it 54-45 over the Bulls. Michael's got it top of the circle. Packs right side. Looks in for Cartwright, who's got it. Bill turns, tries to maneuver. Back to Paxson. Cartwright really wants it. Shot clock at 5, but he kicked it. They'll reset the 24-second set clock.
It was down to 4, so Bulls get a little bonus on that one.
54-45 Spurs. And Pippen gets it to Paxson as the Bulls get it going. Michael, right side, off balance. And Strickland lost it. He and Cummings fought for it. Out of bounds it goes to the Bulls. So the third chance for the Bulls now. Pippen goes into Grant. Tough pressure defense by San Antonio, cutting off the passing lanes. Jordan, dribble right wing. Has still on the dribble. Now drops in the air, and it's blocked.
He got a jump. He's got a foul. Jake's got the foul long before he says Willie Anderson got him.
Got him with the hold, he says. That's his second, first team foul.
MJ's first trip to the foul line here. You know what they do? You got an eraser on a pencil like you do with Robinson. It's a little bit like the Boston Celtics. You can play defense by overplaying your guy. A lot of times that's not the best way to play because they can backdoor you, but they want you to go to the middle, and they have the eraser on the end of the pencil there.
Michael hits the free throw. Field goal percentage last 5 games 58%, and leads the Bulls with over 2.5 steals in the last 3 games. Now he'll shoot the second. 54-46. Spurs in the lead. The Bulls have had it the entire third period. 11:17 left. And it bangs home. 54-47. Full court pressure now. Packs it right there on Strickland. Bulls crowd wants a little defense. Strickland off the screen to Robinson. Fakes the drive. Now drives. Kicks it out. Hacks. Tip. Pippen's got it. Going against Anderson and Strickland. Stop. Inside. Reverse by Michael, and he's fouled.
Good defensive play down in this end again. Bill wouldn't let Robinson go anywhere. He went to the baseline, and they got the ball out to Scotty. Scotty to Michael. He goes up on one side, takes the blow from Robinson. Robinson never did see the ball come out the other side. But Robinson picks up his first foul, and MJ to the line.
First one is good.
Upper deck trading card cam shows you Michael going up, Robinson going up on that side. Michael pulls it back, takes the shot in the head, draws the foul, made the first free throw, and now eyes the second one.
And he cuts it to a 5-point Spurs lead. Robinson gives it right back to Willie Anderson. Crowd makes some noise. Anderson pushes Michael down. Now goes cross court. Elliott left wing on the way and good. Sean Elliott with the bucket makes it 56-49 now Spurs. Michael behind the back. Hacks open. Got it. Michael behind his back, but a grimace on his face. He got hit early in the game by Scottie Pippen. Crowd calling for defense. Anderson baseline jumper. And Grant finds Paxson. Pax on the drive. Now kicks it out. Michael. Fakes. Finds Pippen. 10 on the shot clock. 10 minutes left in the third. Shot clock at 7 as Pippen
Robinson
doubled. Finds Grant open late.
Yeah.
And he's fouled.
Good play, Horace Grant. Scottie Pippen wanted to go one-on-one against Rod Strickland. And as soon as the Admiral saw that, he came over to help out. Now, Horace has a basket here. He could take the little jumper, but he stepped on in, and Sean Elliott commits a foul. Nice play by Horace, stepping into the hoop rather than just taking a little J. That's their third foul already here with 9:53. The Bulls have come right back into this dude.
And Horace,
7th in a row from the free throw line,
ties his career average with 15. It's a 2-point Spurs lead. On the dribble, it's Anderson. Finds Elliott against Pippen. Still top of the circle. Cummings, high arcer, short. And it's loose, out of bounds to the Spurs.
He said Horace popped it loose from him. The shot was a long one out of the corner. Phil just has a little smile. Watch Horace's reaction on this.
Robinson has it. Scoops, shot missed, tip. Here comes Pippen. Back to Michael. 3-on-3. Jordan to Grant inside. Back to Michael. Bulls can tie it. On the drive. The left hand!
Yes, yes. Bulls are back in it big time.
Timeout Spurs. 9:13 left in the third. The Bulls have tied it.
In trying to make an artistic statement, one should be careful not to let one's personal aroma do the talking. In order not to offend the critics, I recommend Right Guard Sports Stick. It provides maximum protection and the freshest scents, a sublime palette of odoriferous emanations. After all, a true artiste should be remembered for his inspiration, not his perspiration. Right Guard Sports Stick. Anything less would be uncivilized.
Everything else is just hot air.
It was just another Saturday afternoon until those old guys came out of the woods with axes. Just when we thought it couldn't get any weirder, it did. They even brought their own music.
Awesome! Hey, fellas, how about a cold bud?
A bud? Obviously, we thought alike.
Oh, that's cold.
The Bulls sold out for the 210 consecutive time. It looks like they're 3 deep in the upper deck. There's the last basket by Jordan. He takes a drive underneath, goes with the left hand against Robinson, and knots the score at 56. So at 9:13, the Bulls were trailing by 9. At halftime, they come right out and tie this game.
Bulls 3 of 4 here in the third period. Spurs just 1 of 4. 18,676 in the house tonight. And the Bulls are tied here with the Spurs. Elliott against Pippen. To Strickland, who spins.
Pax had the ball.
Jump ball, yeah.
Pax had the ball. He comes out of it with a jump. Strickland thought he had made the good spin move to the middle. Pax had it when he made the spin, and when he came around the front, he signaled, Ron Elisiak signaled a jump ball.
9 minutes left in the third. Strickland against Paxson here. They both fake. Now it's up and still loose, and finally Elliott has it. Strickland against Paxson. Look for the lob. Now goes in, and wait a minute.
Scott.
Foul on Pippen. They call him for the hold. Horace raised his hand. Oh, that's what they're going to say. They're going to say Grant, because Pippen was really upset, and then Horace raised his hand.
Yeah, he cleared out and threw the ball underneath. There was nobody there to get it.
Inbound. Strickland from the left wing hit it. And he'll put the Spurs back up by 2. Pippen inside. Cartwright against Robinson on the drive. The turnaround partially blocked by Robinson. Gets it out. Strickland as Elliott could lace it up in, and he is fouled.
So they come off a block shot. Bill Cartwright's shot might be a little slow. He loads up against David Robinson, and down they come again. Strickland pushing the ball up the court.
Michael picks up his second team foul, and Strickland will go to the line.
So the Bulls roared back into a tie, and then they come up with 4 points. Strickland missed the free throw.
And the 4-point Bulls lead. I checked that. Spurs lead. Pippen looks in. Robinson comes out to double team. Now it's been the change. Michael looks to drive. Fakes it. Shot clock at 3. At 2. Fade away off the glass.
That hit on the arm. Who was it? Terry? Strickland? We'll see. It was Terry Cummings. TC. His third.
And that's the 4th team foul here with 8 minutes left in the third period.
Michael goes up. He hangs. Terry comes from that weak side to give some help. So the Bulls didn't get to the free throw line much in that first half. They were there. Grant had all 6 of the free throws, and then Purdue split a pair. Now they're back in there. Michael rings up his 5th of this quarter.
82, almost 83% for the season. Bulls down by 3 now. Down by 2, 60-58. 8 minutes exactly left here in the 3rd period. Strickland, the left-hand dribble. Set up the offense. Anderson double teamed for a minute. Finds Elliott against Pippen. He will drive. Curled it in. Phil Jackson wants the Bulls to hurry down the floor but not throw it away, which they did. The turnover has Phil Jackson talking to Bill Cartwright about the inbound pass. 62-58 Spurs in the lead now. Strickland off the screen from Cummings. He finds Robinson, who lays it in.
All of a sudden, bang, 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 they hit you so quick.
64-58 Spurs. Michael fakes it. Against Anderson. Backs out. Goes between the legs twice. Shot clock at 10 now. On top for Paxson. Inside Horace Grant. Back to Michael. From long range spins out. Just inside the 3. Strickland on the run. Cummings baseline. Fakes again. Pippen with a block, and this time he picked up the foul. And Michael is unhappy as he throws his arms out.
Personal foul, 33, Scottie Pippen.
Well, the Bulls take that shot from the outside, and this is what's happened. The Bulls have kept him busy on the inside. They've had to walk that ball up, but they've taken it off as a rebound and have really streaked down the floor. So Terry Cummings, who's hit 2 free throws,
hits this one.
Michael jumps out. Terry swings underneath, makes the fake, goes up in the air. Scotty gets him on the hand. Sutton comes in the game. Greg Sutton.
Horace had the rebound tipped away, and Cummings has it. He lost it and got it back. On top, they'll go to Sutton. Set up the offense. Cummings against Bill Cartwright.
You go with the jumper from there.
He does. And Horace has the rebound. Gets it to Michael. 65-58 Spurs. 6.5 left here in the 3rd. Grant over Robinson. And it's a 5-point Spurs lead. Paxson right there against Sutton. Set it up to Anderson. Back to Sutton. One-on-one with Paxson. On the dribble. Looks in for Robinson. He's got it. Turns and faces against Cartwright. Now on the drive. And he walked. Walking call.
Turned around, faced his man. Wanted to go left. Bill wouldn't let him. And when he did go left, he took one too many steps without the dribble.
13th turnover by the Bulls. Now San Antonio has just picked up their 9th with that one. 5-point Spurs lead. Just under 6 minutes to go here. Pax finds Michael. He'll drive. Pitches it back. Cartwright fought for it. Anderson tries to save. It goes to Grant. Back to Pax. 3. Yes!
Yes, a 3. Johnny Pax. Beautiful save by Horace Grant.
And a 2-point Spurs lead. 5.5 left here in the 3rd. Sutton inside for Cummings. Holds it. Backs in. Back to Sutton. To Cummings. To Sutton. He'll put it up. And Cummings there. Spins to Robinson from 15. Curls, and here comes Pippen. Bulls can tie it. Slows it up. Gives it to Michael. On the drive. Lost it. And he is fouled, as in fact he held on.
Yeah, he heard the whistle blow, and he went hard into the hoop. Sean Elliott picks the foul up, but they're in the penalty, so MJ will shoot 2.
The second 15, January 24th. Bulls take on the Pistons, and it's Kemper Financial Services at night. First 10,000 fans will receive a Bulls championship hat. Compliments of Kemper Financial Services. Stacey King back in for the Bulls. He will check in, and here comes Sidney Green as well. Michael to the line. Got the first. King in. Bill Cartwright out. Carr checks in. Cummings out. So Green and Carr both in. And with 5:02 left in the third, it's a 1-point Spurs lead. Michael takes his time. Spins it. We're tied again.
Well, MJ with 8 free throws and Horace with 7 have drained him.
Strickland against Paxson. Has it on the right-hand dribble. Looks inside. Trying to find somebody. Goes inside. Carr fakes it. Puts him up. Short. Rebound tip. But wait a minute. A foul. A foul on San Antonio.
Could be on Antoine Carr. Big-bodied Antoine Carr. Upper deck trading card cam. Horace got up in the air but controlled himself. Didn't come down with the foul and then trying to follow it up. We saw Antoine Carr pick it up. There's our upper deck trading card cam. Great job it does night after night here in the stadium. Gives you that top of the stadium view. It's right underneath the scoreboard. And Horace Grant, 2 free throws.
And give the Bulls the lead with this one, and he does. 66-65, Bulls lead it now. 4 minutes, 44 seconds left here in the third. 8 for 8. Pippen inches in, and Elliott comes right next to him. 9 for 9.
19 in the game for Big Horace.
And it's 67-65 Bulls. Anderson back to Strickland. Bulls with a little pressure. Michael fakes the double team, now picks him up. Strickland looks for the pass and just found Elliott. Michael took it away. He's got Pippen. To Michael.
Oh, beautiful work. Scotty looked like he was winding up to go in. We got a timeout, Spurs.
4:24 left in the third. The Bulls have taken a 4-point lead.
22nd timeout they take. Let's take a look at the steal. We talk about steals. Watch this play Michael makes. A steal. He catches it in midair, takes it down. Now he and Scotty spread the floor. He winds up like he's going to go stuffing on Willie Anderson, but no. Michael stuffs on Willie. Whoa.
Back to Michael.
Beautiful work. And Willie Anderson wants out. Get me out from underneath there. How do I get a yo?
Tomahawk dunk.
There it is from the upper deck. Yeah, I love it. Here we go.
Again, the full court pressure. On the dribble, it's Anderson. Brown wanted to walk. Green on the dribble against Stacey King.
That's a pick and roll.
It's Green to come over and set it, and he does. Stacey King comes out to help. Strickland now will take the long jumper, and he hit it just inside the three-point line.
We're talking about letting him shoot, but it might be a little better than Green taking Pax down low and getting 3 on it.
69-67, Bulls in the lead. Inside they go Horace Grant. He turns and faces. Now backs in. Michael.
5 seconds.
Off the screen. And Anderson is there, and now San Antonio can tie. Strickland against Pax. Pippen almost got it. Anderson fakes, now drives. Behind the back, baseline for Elliott. Hit the side of the board. Michael looks down the floor. Elliott grimacing as Michael hit it again. And now Larry Brown wants another timeout. 3:14 left in the third. Bulls up 71-67.
National Weather Bureau reports winds whipping up to 35 miles per hour with snow drifting in some parts up to 4 feet. Meanwhile, over at the stadium earlier, the Bulls were victorious 122-109. Michael Jordan leading all scorers with 37. And basketball scores around the country.
Can do it with true value.
Set up a portable workshop with the Black & Decker Workmate 300, just $79.99. And take 2-speed power anywhere. This Master Mechanic Professional 3/8-inch cordless drill driver is only $99.99. Then clean up with this Master Mechanic 6-gallon wet dry vacuum, just $45.99 at your local True Value, the neighborhood hardware store with national chain store buying power.
I'll be seeing you in all the old familiar places all day through. I'll find you in the morning sun, and when the night is new, I'll be looking at the moon, but I'll be seeing you.
Fans in 20 Bulls home games, a lucky fan will be selected to participate in the Budget Rent-A-Car Smart Money Contest with a chance to win $25,000. Third period here at the stadium. 3 minutes, 14 seconds left in it, and the Bulls have taken a 4-point lead. Down 9 at the start of the third. Strickland against Paxson. Bulls 11 of 11 from the free throw line. San Antonio just 1 of 2. Paxson with a steal. Bulls are 3-on-1. Pax takes it, has it blocked, and he's fouled.
Oh, he paid a penalty that time. He had to go in because Carr played pretty good defense. He couldn't get the pass to Horace or Michael Jordan. So Pax, he spots him there. He figures he's got to get it up, and if he misses, Michael's got a good chance to put it in. So Carr on the block. Pax has got 7 in the game. 9 for 12 on the season. Got many free throws.
And the back of the rim. 2:56 left in the third. And a 5-point Bulls lead. Jackson there again against Strickland. Strickland, top of the circle against Paxson. Backs in, puts it up. Rebound, taken down by Pippen. Phil Jackson wants him to run. Pippen does. Stacey King still loose on the floor. Who's going to get it? Finally, it's Strickland to Anderson, and it's missed out of bounds. Wait a minute, to the ball.
Bulls ball.
Came close to hitting Michael, and he just avoided it.
Oh, Michael, we've seen him make acrobatics up in the air, do acrobatics when he's over the rim trying to smack one in traffic, but this time the ball was coming dead at him, and he had to do a little side dance there.
72-67, Bulls in the lead. 2:15 left in the third. Pippen to Paxson. Back to Pippen. David Robinson's been out for a while. Michael takes the drive. He's open. He fires. And the rebound pulled down by Pippen. Paxed on the baseline. Strickland holds him, and Pippen and Strickland with a little match now.
Boy, he just gave Scotty a pop.
And Pippen really wants it.
Oh, man. They went after it on the side. Scotty got the rebound, dished it off, and then he pushed Scotty. Scotty went after him.
Pippen being held by the official and backing off.
Ed Little did a good job taking Scotty. As a timeout down here by the Chicago Bulls.
Minute 56 left in the third. 72-67 Bulls.
The frightening implication is boxing doesn't have to be honest. Anyone with nostrils can smell the stench. Mariotti. I read some time ago that horse racing was slipping. What a crock. Feldman. Chicago wins with miracles today, not muscle. Sans. If you like your sports tough, uncompromising, this is your kind of paper. #1 in Chicago. The Chicago Sun-Times. Sports with an attitude.
Gentlemen,
gentlemen, in regard to a certain team known as the Bulls. The Bulls.
Only one coach shall lead his team to the crown, and that coach will have a certain mustache and square-shouldered physique, my friend.
And only one player will say he is going to Disney.
No problem. He's just having a heart attack.
Done? Done.
All right, now what was it you were saying?
The Bulls. The Bulls.
January 21st, it's Miller Genuine Draft Zebra Hat Night. Be there.
Got stranded once. Never again.
Look, there's a reason more people go to Sears for a new battery than anywhere else.
Face another winner without a diehard? No way.
Only Sears has the Die Hard. In tests for cold cracking starting power, Die Hard performed 3 times better than industry standards.
Out here, if you don't have a diehard, you don't have a prayer.
Sears Die Hard battery. More power when you need it most.
Who's going to back you better than Sears?
All right, here's the way it started. Scottie Pippen clearing out. He gets hung up with Strickland. As Strickland gives him a little bit of a shove, they stand together, and then Strickland pushes Scottie off. That enrages him, and away they go. And the guys that look like they do the great job. Here's Scottie controlling the ball. Now he gives it to Pax. He clears out, tries to get out, and Strickland's got him around the waist. And then he throws in Ed Middleton in the middle, and Ron Olesiak in there. Good job. So we had a double foul called on Strickland. So Scottie will shoot 2, and a technical on Scottie and a technical on Strickland. But the officials are in there trying to break this whole thing up.
Poor fan in the middle of all of that just absolutely got crushed.
Yep. So
Strickland.
Scottie shoots 2 as the personal foul was called on Strickland. Scottie has not been to the line. Yeah, those guys saw it up close, didn't they?
And Pippen hits the first free throw. Long delay, but he hits it. 73-67 Bulls now. Minute 56 left in the third. Second one pulled down by Sidney Green, and Strickland handling the ball with a chorus of boos from the stadium crowd. Got to hurry to get it across, and they just did. Get it across the timeline in time. Strickland against B.J. Armstrong. High dribble. Bulls bench wanted a turnover. Green in the lane. Air ball to Pippen. Bulls on the run. MJ. Shake big.
Goaltending. Sidney Green was up. You could see that shake bake coming his right. He had him going backwards. MJ had his man going backwards. He went around. Willie stepped in, and Green knocked it out from the top of the rim.
75-67. Tap. Pippen's got it. 4 on 2. Michael to his left. Gets it. Slams it.
Michael Jordan had 7 at halftime. He's got 25-18 in this period. Bulls open a 10-point lead, Tommy.
They're on their feet here. Anderson, long down corner for Elliott. Right wing will quiet this sellout crowd. And 77-69. Bobby Hansen set to check in. Here comes David Robinson and Terry Cummings as well.
Uh-oh, what's this?
The rim is down just a little bit.
There it is.
Fix it.
Nobody can come in. Good spot by Jake O'Donnell. 16 seconds to go. 50 in this quarter. Veteran official. Done a good job. All of them have. Ronnie Olesiak, Ed Middleton.
BJ. Right side for Horace Grant. Inside for Michael. Spins in the lane. Hangs, fires, and he's fouled.
Willie Anderson. Once Michael got the ball in the post, he looked over at the side and he saw the Admiral was still trying to get in the game. He just took it right down the lane. So Will Perdue's going to come in. Bobby Hansen wanted to come in and give Michael this rest, but Jordan's going to shoot a couple free throws. He's made 8 free throws in his quarter. He's got 2 coming up here. See how rough it is. Look on his right shoulder there. That's drains the free throw. That's red-blooded American, huh? So King comes out. Will Perdue comes in for him. Robinson is in. Sutton back in the game.
78-69 Bulls. 79-69, a 10-point lead. And Strickland again with the chorus of boos as he brings it up. Against BJ. Comes off the screen. Elliott from the baseline. And hit it. 79-71. Bulls may try and run out the clock here. Shot clock at 15, 14, 13. BJ had to go get it. Lost it now, and San Antonio has it. Strickland back to Cummings over Purdue, and a foul on Will Purdue. He's picked up his third. That's the fourth team foul.
So Will Purdue on the foul. The Bulls had some time, and they went out to double Michael. Benny Johnson was there. Strickland came out to double him, and Michael threw a wounded duck pass to BJ as he tried to take it down the middle. They steal the ball, come down the lane.
And Cummings will shoot. Bobby Hansen checks in as Michael checks out. The first. Paul Pressey in as Strickland comes out.
10 seconds on the clock. (79-72) Bulls in the lead. 10 seconds left in the third. And it's the 6-point lead now. 10 seconds left in the third. Clock's winding down. BJ avoids the double team. Almost lost it. Will. He hit the basket.
And we have played 3 periods. The Chicago Bulls lead the San Antonio Spurs at the end of 3, 79-73.
Everything else is just hot air.
One Bowl 4 is right around the corner. And if you have a ticket, you can win $1 million cash.
I get movie tickets, I get concert tickets, I get a speeding ticket. Will I get a Bud Bowl ticket?
You'll find your ticket where you buy Budweiser, Bud Light, and Bud Dry Draft beer.
You're kidding.
I'm not kidding. What are you waiting for?
I'm going.
Pick up your ticket at a participating store, and you just might be a winner. One Bowl 4. This time it's for $1 million.
Both the brown trout and the brook trout of the eastern streams and the
Isn't there anything else on?
of the western streams like to feed when the water
What kind of a guy doesn't like fishing? A movie or something?
Different people like different things.
This looks good.
Which is why at TCI, we fund all sorts of programming with your subscriber dollars.
Let's see if there's a game on.
Like events for sports networks.
This looks good.
That's the way to punch it. That's it. You know, when you
Documentaries for the Discovery Channel.
This looks good. Hey, no fish, no elephants.
Programs for CNN and more.
Yeah? No.
In fact, this year at TCI, we're spending over $600 million just to make sure there's always something on everyone wants to watch.
Oh, hi. Want to see a story about the plastonauts?
At least that's the goal.
Okay, here's one about a robot. You know, a machine that's made to do different kinds of jobs.
This looks good.
So, learn anything today?
Carl Vogel.
Proud. The Chicago Bulls lead the San Antonio Spurs 79-73. Let's take a look at third quarter scoring summary. Spurs 8 of 18. Bulls 9 of 16 from the field. Free throw. The Bulls 15 of 17 to 3 of 4 for San Antonio. 5 Spur turnovers. Just 2 for the Bulls. And 9 points off those turnovers for the Bulls. Rebounds about even with 1 more for the Bulls.
Michael Jordan, 20 out of the 34 points in that quarter. He's got 27.
Julie Judelson, reporter for Sports Channel, is here. Scotty with a little blood.
He's showing a little bit of blood here, I think.
Vinnie Johnson is back in. Gets it to Terry Cummings. as we start the fourth period.
Let's see if they start to go through Robinson here a little bit more.
Elliott finds Pressey. Johnson trying to set.
Will didn't look. He was busy trying to find out where he was. He didn't look. If he put his hand up and looked, he had the play stop. But Robinson gets a field goal. He only had 9 and good shot.
79-75 Bulls in the lead now. Pippen on the drive in traffic with the left hand.
Got to attack the hoop. Right, that's David Robinson.
And it's 81-75 now. Elliott inside. Robinson fakes, puts it up. Did he walk?
Yes, he did. He's turned it over a couple times now.
Took the little stutter step. Phil Jackson calls out a play. Calls out C. Pippen. Double team now. Goes to BJ in the baseline. Inside Horace Grant. Robinson tipped it away. Hansen now to Purdue. Will with 5 on the shot clock. Fakes left hand off the glass, and Robinson is there. Vinnie Johnson. Trying to set up the offense. Shot clock down to 14 as they just set it up now. Robinson with the screen. The shot up. Purdue with the rebound.
He got hit by Robinson.
And
now finally Vinny gets the call. Woo! Well, Robinson belted Will on the way down. Not an intentional belt, but they gave him a shot, and now the foul is picked up by Vinnie Johnson.
Purdue inbounds to B.J. Armstrong. 81-75, Bulls in the lead. Pippen fakes the pass. Pressey on him. Now double teamed by Cummings. BJ with a shot clock at 7. Pippen fakes the 3. Pressey on defense, and
Scotty drove in on the pass off that time, trying to hit his man, but he picks up foul number 2 on him.
San Antonio personal foul 8. Paul Pressey, his 3rd. The team.
They say that's his 3rd. 2nd team foul. Bulls with a fresh 24. Hansen with Vinnie Johnson on him. Comes off the screen. BJ to Pippen. Drives the baseline. Aim, reverse. Purdue with a tip. Couldn't get it. Got it again. Thinks
Yes, Will! Yes! His teammates meet him with a rousing high five. Will Purdue missed a little tap over. Scotty went in. But he didn't miss the second one. He takes a tap. It's not there. Scotty hits the deck. Will picks it up and just goes in. Power.
And he's got a free throw now.
Terry Cummings on the foul. His 4th.
Pippen running, and he would have been there if the shot wouldn't have. But Purdue put it in. 84-75. And a blocking foul on Scottie Pippen.
That's his 4th. Take a look at Will's shot from the upper deck cam, trading card cam. Scotty drives in. Here comes Robinson. He senses something's there. Scotty makes a good play. Doesn't quite catch it. Will misses. Gets the rebound. Strong. Collects himself and slams it in. So Scotty sits down.
Strickland back in. Michael Jordan is checked in. Pippen is out. Inside they go to Robinson against Purdue. Double team. Vinnie Johnson now backs in. Runner is off, but a foul called against Chicago's Bobby Hansen. His first, 2nd team foul here in the 4th period.
So Vinnie Johnson to the line. He made 2 line drive shots off the left baseline in the first half of the 2nd quarter.
Johnson, first one. And it's 84-76. 5.5 points last year against the Bulls. His average.
What he does is streak on you. I mean, he just 5.5. He'll get some games where he'll get 25.
Michael finds Hansen open. 17-footer is good for Bobby Hansen.
You don't see Bobby lining up the seams very often, but that time he just took the shot, pumped it on in.
Strickland on the drive, gives it back. Cummings from 16. And Strickland gets the long rebound. Back to Cummings, drives to Robinson. He missed it. Hard rebound. Cummings tips it, and it's going to belong to San Antonio. Hansen wanted the foul called on Terry Cummings for coming over the back. Here comes Scott Williams.
Morris is going to get a little breather here. What a job he has done tonight.
Spurs get it into Cummings. 9 minutes left. Robinson inside is fouled.
Scott Williams rebound, or yep, Scott Williams. They double down roll. 13 foul. Second one at Scotty. So Robinson, he missed his last 3 free throws. He made his first 3, missed his last 3.
Makes that one, and it's 86-78. Pressey checks out. Sean Elliott comes in. Robinson with one more. And Purdue there for another rebound. 86-78 now, Bulls in the lead. There's less than 9 minutes to go here in the fourth.
Big Will, what a game he's got going. 10 rebounds to go with those 10 points.
Michael fakes the drive, backs off balance, fade away is good. Sean Elliott couldn't stop him. Strickland, tell by the boos, inside Cummings lays it in. Terry Cummings brings it back to an 8-point Bulls lead. MJ spins, lost it. Purdue kicks it out. Hansen 3. Purdue fights for the rebound, tipped it, and now Robinson's got it. Strickland hurries, finds Vinnie Johnson, and he hit it.
They come back and answer you quick, so the Bulls want to regroup here with a 6-point lead. 88-82, 7:50 left.
Jordan back on top for BJ. Finds Scott Williams. Cummings there. MJ. Top of the circle. And Cummings with another rebound. Vinnie Johnson has it again. Hansen right there on it.
Got to put the defensive screws in here.
Lob pass. Robinson goes baseline. Cut off. Puts it up. It's short. Rebound Williams. Gets it out to Michael. Johnson there. Now 3-on-2 as Purdue ran down the floor. BJ, 16-footer, spins out. And Strickland can cut it to a 4-point Bulls lead. Finds Johnson against Hansen. Vinnie Johnson backs in, fires, and had his own rebound tipped away out of bounds to the Spurs.
He is as good a rebounder as you'll find from a guard position. When he misses his shot, he throws it up, knows when he's going to miss or not, and goes hard after. That's a timeout.
7:01 left. Bulls lead it by 6.
Evidently, some people have money to burn. Why else would they pay an outrageous fee to carry a simple credit card when they could carry the Discover card, the card that charges no annual fee, yet pays cash back on every charge, which means it puts money into your pocket instead of burning a hole in it. It pays to Discover.
Ever wonder why your face hurts after you shave? It's simple. When you shave, you lose face because you strip away the moisture that's there to protect it, and that hurts. But now you can start saving face with new conditioning hydrogel from Allspice. Used every day, it adds moisture and keeps it there to help defend against the assault of shaving, so your face feels and stays that way. So why lose face? Use new conditioning hydrogel and start saving face.
you finish has a lot to do with where you start. Foot Locker, where it all begins.
A week from tomorrow, Saturday, January 25th at 1 o'clock, the Chicago Blackhawks take on the Minnesota North Stars. That's 1 o'clock next Saturday here on Sports Channel. January 25th, the Bulls take on the Houston Rockets. True Value Hardware Neon Hat Night. First 10,000 fans will receive a Bulls neon hat. Compliments of True Value Hardware. Couple final scores in the NBA tonight. Boston hangs on against the Sixers by 3. And it's Orlando with a win on the road. 127 to 120. Strickland leaping leaner, and Will Perdue there again with another rebound. Gives it to Michael. He's got 11 rebounds now. 88-82. Bulls in the lead. Michael on the drive. Picks it up. Goes baseline. Pippen just in. And Grant there with a rebound. To Pippen. To Michael. Fakes it. Splits the defenders and can't hit it. Strickland hurries it up the floor. And it's tipped away by Scottie Pippen. Out of bounds. It'll belong to the Spurs with 19 on the shot clock now. Strickland. Gives it to Anderson. Picks up his dribble now. Back to Strickland. Shot clock at 10. Comes off the screen. Green to Anderson. Vinnie Johnson with Horace Grant guarding him. Shot clock at 1.
Yes, good D. I thought Scotty got a foot on that ball to give him a new 24. Good defense. They had him out of whack there. Horace was over on Vinnie Johnson. Vinnie didn't, I don't think, wanted any part of Horace on that. 6 minutes to go here. The Bulls with a 6-point lead.
Pippen inside from Michael. Quick spin. Blocked by David Robinson. Strickland gets it to Anderson. He'll drive. The layup. No good. Horace there. Now the Bulls come down. Michael with Robinson and lost it. And Michael grimaces and holds his knee a little bit, but he's up. Comes down slowly. Anderson on the baseline. Back to Strickland. Michael is guarding David Robinson. He's got it, and a foul call before the shot. And Michael limping just a little bit, Red.
Yeah, he banged his knee going down the middle there. So Jordan picks up his 3rd foul. That's the 4th team foul. Sean Elliott comes back. He's coming for who? Vinnie Johnson here.
And with 5 minutes and 30 seconds left, the Bulls lead the Spurs 88-82. Strickland. Anderson. Lob pass to David Robinson. Perdue there. Robinson from 12. The ball is tipped. And Green puts it up. Can't hit it. Perdue fights for it. PJ's got it ahead to Michael. Thought about driving. Decides to kick it out. Baseline. Pippen stops from 10. Go.
Yeah.
And Pippen makes it 90-82 Bulls. John Paxson set to check back in. 5 minutes left in the game. Strickland. Paxson against BJ. Want to go one-on-one. Elliott drives against Pippen. Lost it. Gets it back in the lane. A little short. Perdue there again. Out to BJ. Bulls on the run. Horace left side, and the pass was a little behind him. And it goes out of bounds. Another Bulls turnover. Terry Cummings in for San Antonio. And John Paxson for the Bulls. Sidney Green checks out, and B.J. Armstrong checks out. 90-82. Bulls in the lead. 4:36 left. Strickland against Paxson. Gets it to Robinson. Takes the drive. Fade away from Robinson, and he hit it. And it's 90-84 in favor of the Bulls. Will Perdue tries to drive. Gives it back. Pax just in fire.
Yeah, Johnny P. got 10 in the game. Comes off that screen by Will.
And it's 92-84 Bulls. Just under 4 minutes left now. side. Cummings wants everybody to clear out. Fakes the pass. Now turns. Strickland in the lane and hit it. High arcer over Will Perdue, and Strickland puts it down. 92-86 now. Bulls in the lead with 3:30 left. Perdue. Back to Pippen. Michael fakes the drive. Backs off. Now drives, and he is fouled by Willie Anderson.
Fourth team foul. A fourth on Willie.
San Antonio personal foul 40. Willie Anderson is fourth.
Will Perdue goes over to talk to Scottie Pippen, and we've got a timeout called by the Spurs. 3:19 left. Bulls lead it 92-86.
Alex Furlong is about to die and enter the year 2009.
Alex, don't you remember me?
Now he's a free jack.
Someone paid to bring him back.
With a body that's priceless.
$15 million to anyone who can bring you in.
In a world that's ruthless.
I watched you die.
Emilio Estevez, Mick Jagger, Rene Russo, and Anthony Hopkins.
Welcome to my mind.
Free Jack. Rated R. Now playing at a theater near you.
Not many things are more Chicago than United, but there are a few. United, proud to fly more Chicagoans than any other airline. Come fly the friendly skies.
Hello.
Hello, Pat. This is Jim Mercer, your boss.
Mr. Mercer, what a pleasant surprise.
I'm watching a commercial. You have anything to do with this?
Sir?
The car is just sitting there.
Well, we thought the offer was enough.
The offer?
You know, cash back, first-time buyer's assistance. Look at that financing.
The offer?
Mm-hmm.
Right. Listen, keep up the good work.
Okay.
Bulls 92 to Spurs 86 with 3:19 to go here.
And the Spurs this year either win big or lose when it's close. They're 16-5 with games when the score goes above 100. 13-4 when they win by 10 or more, or games decided by 10 or more. But if it's 3 points or less going down the wire, they are 1-6. Will Perdue trots down the floor.
10 points tonight, a season high 13 rebounds. His career is 14.
Bulls have it. Horace finds Paxson. He's open again. Left wing this time, and he hits.
Forgotten man. He finds himself open, just pounds away, doesn't he, Tommy?
94-86 now. 3 minutes left. Strickland fakes the three. Inside Robinson. Eyes it. Drives. Left-handed, and it's good. Robinson makes it 94-88 Bulls. Inside it goes Horace. Gets it back from Paxson. Spins. Double team, and he walks.
Yeah, he did travel.
Coming up post-game. Right after the game now. The Sports Channel report. Jim Blaney and Steve Cashel, who is here. Post-game interviews. Eyes on Horace Grant. And NHL All-Star Friday. All that coming up following Bulls basketball here on Sports Channel. 2 minutes, 30 seconds left. 94-88. Bulls in the lead. Baseline. Shot on the way is good for Sean Elliott. And it's a 4-point Bulls lead. MJ to Pippen as the Bulls try and run the offense now. Pippen gets it back. Tries to drive. He's cut off. Paxson hit 2 in a row. Baseline back to Pippen. Off the screen from Perdue. Elliott trying to guard Perdue now. The shot a little short. Perdue in the lane. Gives it back. Pippen.
3 seconds.
2 on the shot clock. Yes!
Yes, a 2. Long distance 2.
Falling out of bounds. Pippen makes it a 6-point Bulls lead. Less than 2 minutes to go here. Strickland.
There.
Finds Cummings. 96-90 Bulls. Minute 40 left. Cummings against Grant. Goes baseline and missed it. Robinson lost it. Pippen tips to Michael.
Phil says take just a little time off that clock, guys.
1:25 left. Cross court. Purdue!
Big Will hammers it home. Michael and a bullet pass. We got a timeout by them, guys.
The Spurs call it. 1:23 left. The Bulls lead it by 8.
How does the new Toyota Camry stack up? Anything they can do, we can do better.
Can we deliver? Yes, we can.
More power?
Yes, we can.
More room?
Yes, we can.
More safety?
Yes, we can.
The new Camry, roomier, more powerful, safer than ever. The quality Middle America wants. And right now, the deal you want too. No, you can't. Yes.
We can.
You can't do any better than Toyota.
Can we deliver?
See your Toyota dealer today and find out.
Yes, we can.
In making an artistic statement, one's personal aroma shouldn't do the talking. So I use Right Guard Sports Stick with maximum protection. A true artiste should be known for inspiration, not perspiration. Right Guard Sports Stick. Anything less would be uncivilized.
Finish has a lot to do with where you start. Foot Locker, where it all begins.
On the next Halls of Fame, he pitched a no-hitter for the Reds and won his 300th as a White Sox. But Tom Terrific is remembered most as a New York Met. Catch a profile of the newest Hall of Famer, Tom Seaver.
Larry Brown said, go get Michael when he's got the ball. They did. Here comes Big Will. Hard to the hoop. Power slam down. What a game Will Purdue's got going, Tommy.
And he is our Budweiser player of the game. 12 points, 14 rebounds. The 14 rebounds ties his career high, and he's 3 points away from tying his career high with points. Will Purdue, our Budweiser player of the game. 1 minute, 23 seconds to go. The Bulls lead the Spurs 98-90. Strickland takes the inbound pass back to Anderson inside. Robinson on the drive, and he's fouled. Will Purdue called for the foul. His 4th and the 15th foul now against the Bulls.
He went right to when they took that ball out, he went and got low position down on the blocks. They were able to get him the ball. He wheeled down the middle, and he'll shoot 2 free throws. So 1:18 in the clock. Mixed bag of free throws for this young man.
Bobby Hansen will check in for the Bulls. And Will Purdue comes out. Will gets a good hit.
They'll be going back and forth because they'll try to spread it open, take some time. So Will may be coming back.
Second one. Bounces in, and a 6-point Bulls lead. Minute 18 left now. Pax trying to set up the offense. Brings it across the timeline. Double team. They go right side. Pippen back to Pax on top. Michael spreading the floor now. Shot clock at 8. A minute left. MJ.
4 seconds.
Long one. Horace rebound.
Oh, how many times have we seen it this season, Tommy?
Pippen on top. Shot clock at 13-12, and he's fouled. The shot won't count. The answer? We've seen it a bunch.
He has done it a bunch. We apologize for not being right on top of the statistics for you tonight because our Statman 2 machine went out here, but we know Will Purdue is going to come back in the game here for the Bulls. Scotty to the line. He's 1 for 2 in the free throw line.
98-92 Bulls lead. 42.1 seconds left.
We've seen it how many times? Let's take one more look. Horace Grant. And Benny the Bull's been running around the stadium here with a great sign that said, grant me an all-star. I love it. Big Will back in.
7-point Bulls lead. 8-point lead, and the Bulls are at the century mark. 100-92. Spurs will have to push it now. Strickland drives. Back to Robinson for the slam. And it's 100 to 94. No full court pressure from the Spurs. They double team in half court. Pippen has it on the dribble. 25 seconds to go. Pippen had it knocked away. Shot clock at 10. Michael. Baseline. Horace. Back to MJ.
Yeah, that's it. That's the nail, baby. That's the nail.
102 to 94. 12 seconds. 11. Cummings baseline. And the Bulls will ice the win. Pippen hangs on to it. 2 seconds. 1 second. That's it. The Chicago Bulls go to 32-5 with a win at home over the San Antonio Spurs. Final score now. The Bulls win it 102 to 96. Bulls